to my channel. It's October, so get ready for a ton of Halloween looks. And the first one of this month is this Harley Quinn and this Joker inspired costume look. I'm pretty sure Harley Quinn is this year's most popular costume, and I don't blame you guys because it is super easy to achieve, but it's super cool and iconic. And this Joker look isn't hard to achieve either, so if you're ready to see how it's done, then just keep watching. Wait, before we get started, if you're new, introduce yourself. It's nice to meet you. No, but for real, if you're new, I'd love to welcome you to the Little Flower family. To join the Little Flower family, all you have to do is click that red subscribe button or click the link at the top of the description box. And if you're part of the Little Flower family, you can enter my huge fall giveaway. Click the link in the cards to find out what you can win. Can we get started now? Fine. Let's get started. Hey guys, so here we are about to start our makeup. I'm going to take my normal foundation and mix it with a white cream face paint, and I'm going to mix those together on the back of my hand and then blend that into my skin with a damp beauty blender. So Harley Quinn is very pale, but she's not like white like a clown. That's why I wanted to mix in my normal foundation with that. And now I'm going to set everything with the e.l.f. translucent powder and my same damp beauty blender, and I'm just going to press this into my entire skin. And I did apply this onto my neck as well, so I set the product on my neck. And aren't you just loving the powder in my nose? Isn't that just so glamorous? There we go, white boogers. So now I'm just going to fill in my brows. This is a brow pencil from Ardell, and I'm just going to fill them in, nothing fancy. I'm going to add some color to my face with the NYX Cheek Contour Duo palette in Two to Tango. This blush is very light and pale, so I thought it'd be perfect to just add a wash of color. And then I'm using the bronzer on there to just slightly sculpt my face a little bit, just so that we're not so flat. Now I'm about to do something very pointless. This is the e.l.f. eyeliner shadow stick duo, and I'm taking the eyeliner part and I'm lining my eyes, and then I'm using my finger to kind of blend it and smudge it out. I thought this would act as a nice base under the eyeshadows, but turns out it really is a pointless step, so you don't have to do it. Now we're going to take our eyeshadows. We're going to be taking red and blue, and we're just going to be taking our fingers. It's supposed to be smudgy, so I'm taking the red eyeshadow on my finger and I'm placing it on my lid, and then I'm going to tap it towards the outer part of my eye and then drag it down. And it's important to bring it out first, like bring it out past your eye and then drag it down, because if you just go from your eye and then drag it down, your eyes are just going to look very droopy, like the shape of your eye is going to look very droopy. Now I'm going to go back with my e.l.f. liner and line the top and bottom lash line. So once I've done that, I am going to move on to the next eye, and I'm taking the blue shade and doing the exact same thing, and I'm going to smudge it out with my finger, bring it out and then down, and then we can line our eyes with the eyeliner. See, that's why I'm saying, like, the first time I applied the eyeliner to smudge it out, that was such a pointless step. Now I'm just going to throw on some mascara. This is the Fusion Beauty Lash Fusion Double XL Dramatically Volumizing Mascara Waterproof. What the heck, that was so long. So I'm just adding mascara to the top and bottom lashes. And now I'm going to take an angled brush and the blue eyeshadow that we use, and I'm just going to make some defined little streaks down the side of my face like this, kind of like tears. And just like a subtle detail like that really just pulls this look together. If you're recreating this look, you don't necessarily have to do false lashes, but I'm going to throw those on real quick and then allow them to dry, and then we can move on to the next step, which is the lips. I'm using the NYX High Voltage Lipstick in the shade Hollywood, and I'm just going to apply this onto my lips. And I started off by creating a very defined Cupid's bow, but then I realized it was way too defined, so I softened it up just a little bit. And then I use the NYX Intense Butter Gloss in the shade Cranberry Pie, which is a slightly darker red, and I'm applying that on the outer part of my lips just to give more dimension to the lips. And I'm not applying it very neat because you can apply your lipstick a little messy, because we're also going to smudge it out as well. Certain pictures I saw of Harley Quinn online, she had her lipstick smudged. So now I'm taking e.l.f.'s Intense Ink Eyeliner in Blackest Black, and I'm going to use this to draw our little tattoos. So the first one is a little heart under the eye like this, and then the next tattoo is Rotten on the side of our cheek. And this is going to be a little tricky because when you look in a mirror, you actually want to write it backwards, so that way when people are looking at you
in real life it reads normal. Do you know what I mean? So I actually was practicing on my hand how to spell rotten backwards. So practice a few times. If you mess up, it's okay. It's just makeup. It comes right off and you can try again. So now moving on to the hair, we're going to create a center part and we're going to section off a few little strands of hair in the front of our face like this. Just little pieces to frame our face. And then now we're going to just tie up our hair into 2 high ponytails like so. And then I picked up some pink and blue hair color spray from the Halloween store. We're going to put the pink side where we have the red makeup and then the blue one where we have the blue makeup. And I'm just going to spray it on the ends of my hair and going up. We're not going up all the way up the ponytail, we're just like halfway. Maybe a little more than halfway. But that's it for this Harley Quinn hair and makeup costume idea. And if anyone's wondering the shirt I'm wearing, I actually made this myself. I just got a white long sleeve and used red and black Sharpie to create the same design. Super simple, easy DIY. Now for the Joker. So I am starting off by applying glue to my eyebrows. Yes, I am gluing down my eyebrows because we are going to cover it up with the makeup. So I first swipe the glue stick on my brows and then I take the end of my tweezers to kind of pack on the glue so we have a nice thick, even layer of glue on our brows. Next step is to take the translucent powder that we used earlier, just dip that in with our beauty blender, and I'm just going to set the brows and the glue. So I'm just going to put it on, and then we're going to look a little crazy, but I'm just going to dust that off with a big fluffy brush, and then we can get on to the actual makeup. So just like Harley Quinn, I'm mixing white face paint along with my actual foundation shade and applying that with my beauty blender all over my face, neck, covering my eyebrows as well. We're just going to put this everywhere. And again, just like before, you want to make sure you set all of the cream makeup. So I'm taking my e.l.f. translucent powder and setting all the makeup over my face and my chest. For the eyeshadows, I'm using my Kat Von D Shade and Light eyeshadow palette, and I'm starting with the lightest gray in the palette, and I'm just going to lightly wash this over my lid and crease area and as well as my lower lash line. So I'm just going to gradually build the color around my eyes. So now I'm taking a slightly darker gray and kind of going over that same spot. I'm going in my crease and then washing it over my lid and dragging it onto my lower lash line as well. So I'm just going to keep going back and just slowly making it darker and darker and darker. And I find that it's better this way because you don't want to start off with just black right away, because if you mess up then you're kind of screwed, you know what I mean? So it's better to start lighter and just slowly get darker and darker and darker. And to help define the eyes a little more, I am going to use my black eyeliner and just apply some eyeliner to the upper lash line and lower lash line. And it's all very sloppy. This whole look does not have to be neat at all. If anything, it looks better the messier it is. With a small eyeliner brush, I'm mixing the brown and gray shadows, and I'm creating the little veins or scars that the Joker has on his face. So definitely pull up a picture for reference and just kind of see where his scars are and just kind of mimic that. And then I use my finger to kind of blur the shadow a little bit so it looks a little more realistic. And now for the lip color, I'm using the NYX Liquid Suede Cream Lipstick. These are my favorite formula of lipsticks, by the way. And this is in the shade Cherry Skies. And again, just like Harley Quinn, I'm not applying it super perfect and precise. It just kind of adds character to the look. Feel me? Now for the tattoos, and if you follow me on Snapchat, then you know that I seriously struggled with the Joker's tattoos. But starting with the face tattoos, he has a J under one of his eyes, so I'm just making a J. And then he has a star on the temple of the other side of his face, so I'm just making a star. And then the damage tattoo. So here is the little story about this. I actually wrote it backwards. As you can see, it's backwards and it just looks terrible. So I ended up fixing it later on because I didn't notice, because when I look in the mirror and when I look on camera, it looks correct to me, but I didn't realize in person it was backwards. So I fixed that later on, don't worry. Now I'm going back in with my eyeshadows, and I am going to contour my nose because after I did the tattoos, I realized my face still looked a little flat and I needed to add some more dimension and depth to my face. So I'm contouring the nose and then kind of creating the brow bone. Like I'm gonna fake a brow bone and kind of make it look a lot higher than where my actual brow bone is. You know what I'm saying? Now here we're gonna try something new. I have this teeth blackout stuff that I got from the Halloween store, and I understand he's wearing grills, but I don't know where I could find grills, and I guess you could use foil, but I decided to use this, and what you do is dry your teeth and then kind of paint it on. And I thought I was gonna have time to kind of blot it and spread it out so it would just kind of make my teeth look gray like a grill, but as you can see, it dries so quickly, and I was kind of stuck with this once I put it on. It was not moving. So sometimes you just gotta go with the flow. That's like the moral of the story, just go with the flow. So this is not what I had intended to do with this product or my teeth, but this is just what happened during this video. And now moving on to the hair, it's actually really, really easy. And obviously I filmed this right after doing Harley Quinn, so that's why I still have the blue and pink in my hair. But I'm just going to tie my hair into a bun, so that way in the front it looks like my hair is just slicked back like the Joker's. And then I'm going to take green spray paint, or not spray paint, oh my gosh, no, temporary hair color from the Halloween store. And I'm just going to spray this onto my hair. And I wanted to get this really close to my hairline, but I didn't want to mess up my makeup, so instead I took some green eyeshadow, and that's where I kind of touched up my hairline. So for the majority of my hair I used the can of hair color, but then like around my edges, that's where I use the green eyeshadow. Now once you complete all that, you can kind of just look at your face and see what needs to be touched up. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just touching up a few little details around my face and my contour area, and then I am going to move on to the tattoos on my chest. This part is where it gets really funny because that's super easy to do. But all the other tattoos, I don't know what the heck, like I don't know how to draw. If it's not on my face, I don't know. I have no talent. If I can do stuff that's on my face, but I cannot do like body art, that kind of thing. I don't know how to draw. Look at how terrible this tattoo is. Like it's embarrassing. I even tried to do the tattoos on my arms like the Joker's, and look at this. I mean, what the heck is that? Like, what the heck is that? Okay, so now here is the time where I rub off the damaged tattoo and I try again. This time doing it correctly. So backwards in the mirror, so that way it looks correct when you look at it in real life. So now I thought I was done with the makeup, and then after doing a few little poses, I realized the bottom half of my face was still very like round and feminine, and I wanted it to look more sharp and masculine. So I went back in with some eyeshadow just to kind of create like a stronger jawline area and chin. So just playing around with the shadows. And now this Joker look is complete, and if anyone's wondering, this purple top I got from Target in the women's section. It's a long sleeve and I just rolled up the sleeves. But there you go. We are done. Yay!
So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. We hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and let us know in the comments which look did you like best. Also, what are you gonna be for Halloween this year? I'd love to know. Yeah, so you can let us know that in the comments as well, and I think that's all we have to say. Yep, it sure is Puddin'. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye!